Good afternoon all. Today in this video we'll see how to make a simple mug. First we'll understand how the helix command works, and then we'll know how the pattern also works simultaneously to create that sort of a bottle. Now to begin making this component we'll be working on part module only. But we have to be switching in between wireframe and surface design and part module if you do not know the command. If you know the command, you can directly enter the command here and also use the helix. First, go entering into part design. Let us take the body first for the glass. I am using a pad, assuming that the circle is of maybe around 200 dia, and the addition of material is around 300. This is the glass. Now as we know, the glass cannot be as sharp as it is at the bottom. Of course it can, but we are trying to make a glass, so when you hold you cannot, since glass is sharp, when you hold you cannot have it sharp at the bottom. So I am trying to give a fillet over here up to around 25, and let me shell the component. This is the empty glass. Now let us try to create some engraving on the glass. To do so, I'd like to use my wireframe and surface design, and I'd like to use my helix command. Now while using the helix command, it is mandatory to require a start point. You can right click and create a start point, or you can use a sketch and create a start point. For me, a sketch is comfortable because I want this edge. So I'll be using this edge and then projecting the. Now I'll place a point there. I'll just remove the construction. I'll place a point over here. This is my starting point for the helix. Now let us begin by making the helix. We need to select the starting point, the axis. Now I want it to go this way, so the axis will be exactly at the location. I want it to go this way. I'm trying to show it very slowly. So if that way, this is my axis, that is my z axis. So I can right click and select the z axis, or you can create your own line also. Now I know the height, so I'll just give the height. And I know the pitch as well, so I'm just giving the pitch of up to 600 to get this particular type of an engraving. As you can see, I'll just show it to you once by using the front view or anything. This is how you get the engraving option. I'm just saying okay. This can also be used to make knurling operations. Now I'll take a plane perpendicular to this. Now on this, I'd like to create the sketch. The sketch I am trying to create will be with reference to the point I used, and then I'll be taking an infinite line just as a reference of mine, so I can make the shape. Now I'll just try to make the shape. And give the dimensions. Assuming this and this. Supposed to be 60. Now with respect to the center, I want the end of this to be maintaining a distance of 1 only. Assuming this is the design I'd like. Exit. Now to go back to the part, we can go back to our simple part design, and we can use the slot command to create that type of a cut. Now I already have a profile, which is the recent sketch I've made, and the path, which is the helix. It tries to remove the material, as you can see. Now we can pattern this, but before that I'd want one on this side as well to make that type, to make that particular type of a pattern. So again I need another helix. Using the same starting point and the same axis, I am trying to create the helix. I know the height again and I know the pitch which I have given already. I do not want it in this direction, I want it in the other side, which is in the clockwise direction. We can still take a plane perpendicular to this and passing through the point, and we can still make the sketch of what we have made earlier by using the same type of references. Let me try to do that again. Project the reference I want and then take a center line and then start making the triangle. Again, I'll just uncheck this and then try to do it. It will be a little more easier. Now, let us try to give the dimensions. This is 5. This is 60. And now I want this to maintain. Let me try to take this out. Now I want the end to maintain 1. We already know that, which we have already seen. Now go back to your isometric view. Now the same process, I am again going back into my part design and then I am trying to use the slot following this particular path. Now we can directly create a pattern for this. All I have to do is select the slot and then create a pattern. I want it in a circular pattern, so I'm just taking it in a circular pattern with 360 degrees. I want 25 copies of the same. Now the reference element will be the existing body or the feature. You can select it either way. Similarly, I'd like to do a pattern for this one as well. Same process, I'm using 25 instances. Again, the reference can be this, or you can also select the Z axis, it's up to you. And once I say OK, it creates the pattern. Again, this can be used for both knurling operations as well as creating few engraved glass designs like these. This can be a glass wherein you can hold and drink whatever you want to out of it. If you want to learn any more advanced level of these type of engraving techniques or knurling operations or anything, you can contact us. We do provide advanced level of training in CATIA. If you are interested, the details are given in the description below. You can also subscribe to our channel, which helps us to promote and give more tutorials like this for your better practice and understanding. Thank you.